Hello, everybody. I know it's been quite a while, but a lot happened last month and partway through November. I just wasn't feeling it. So, a little bit of explanation for what's going on. Um, so as you guys may know, I had a dog, an old black lab. If you've watched any of my streams, you're probably aware that I had to uh, go in there and I had to stop stream every once in a while to let her in because she was having trouble getting in through the doggy door. Well, sorry, it's a little hard for me. Back at the start of December, um, she slipped and irreparably damaged something in her back hips, making it so that she couldn't move her back legs at all. I got her back inside, thought that maybe she was just sore, and got her into her bed. And the next morning, when she couldn't even stand, I had to make some calls to try and find a vet in the area that was willing to do it. Um, yeah, that's what happened. Um, This happened on a Saturday, and as you guys, if you ever are on my Twitter, probably know, um, I tend to post my schedules on Sunday because my work schedule goes from Monday to Sunday, not you know Sunday to Saturday. So that's what I did. That's why I posted the following day that I wasn't going to be streaming and was going to be taking December off. That way I could get through all of that and get things figured out. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. Uh, as for why I wasn't doing anything in November, that was mostly just a personal exhaustion. I was having trouble building up the will to really stream at that point. So I had originally planned on just taking a week or two break to let myself recharge, and then the whole thing with my dog happened. So that's why I stopped, because I needed that time to not only want to stream again, but also to recover from losing my dog of, I think, just over a decade. So yeah, uh, sorry. Right. So on to actual stream stuff and not real life stuff because I don't want to bog you guys down too much with depressing things. It's not worth it and not something you guys should really have to care too much about. So, you may be noticing that this stream is not a game that was part of my 3 game lineup before. Before we were playing Last Campfire, Halo Reach, and I had just started Near Automata. Um, Over these last several weeks, I've been thinking things through and thinking about what I want to do, what I enjoy playing on stream, and the like. And I realized that I don't really enjoy, or at least I get bored and feel bogged down by longer games fairly quickly. And Nier Automata is a RPG style game with about a dozen different endings. So, hold on, I just noticed something. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. So, yeah, Nier Automata got dropped. We were only, I think, 1 or 2 episodes into it. So, hopefully, not that big a deal. Um, I I know that there is some like uncertainty out there on whether or not the game that we're playing today, Ōkami, is considered a long game. And to tell you the truth, I don't really know. I've never actually beaten it before. I've played it multiple times across multiple platforms, but I've never actually beaten it. So yeah, that's what we're getting into today. Right then. Let me just get the game going. The other 2 games, Last Campfire and Halo Reach, are definitely going to be coming back. They are slightly shorter, so they're definitely going to be coming back. So you don't need to worry about us missing out on those. It's just Nier Automata is kind of a long game, so I decided that, yeah, you know what? We're not going to be doing that anymore. Okay. 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 So, making one little change here. So, for those that don't know, Ōkami is a game where you make use of a paintbrush. And since I have the PC version, I wasn't quite sure if I should be using a mouse and if they had adjusted it for mouse and keyboard, or if I should be or if I should be doing something else. Okay, so now I have that. And from just the startup, it seems that controller is apparently the primary way, because it doesn't actually make use of the mouse and anything I could see just from the beginning. So just trying to get into it so I can make the screen an appropriate size. Okay, recognize the controller this time. Options. Here we go, display settings. Okay, so there's windowed and full screen. I don't suppose they did. Okay, borderless full screen. That's hopefully good. If I can unbind my mouse from it, but apparently not. Okay, well. Okay, let me shift us over. Oop, wrong button. There we go. And just scroll down slightly so I can see the game audio. Okay. I do have stream chat up on my new second monitor. No longer having to use a laptop. Gift I got from a family member for my birthday was a proper secondary screen. I'm still kind of trying to figure out the resolution. It's a little odd, but it gets the job done. Okay. Oh, and there we go. 1920 by 1080. Yeah. Have it nice and sharp. Let's. Oh no, definitely want to keep the mini games on. Keep the mini games on. Give me those original mini games. So, this is Ōkami. A game that honestly I have. If you guys know of a game with a similar art style, please tell me. I do love this Traditional, like, ink drawing. Nope. This traditional ink drawing art style. It looks amazing. And I'm going to be doing a lot of voice acting, and there's a lot of characters, so sorry if I mess up if I confuse some of the minor characters' voices every once in a while. Deki Kamiya. From what I know, this is basically the last game he had that was upbeat. Poor guy. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, the beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade swiftly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Sorry, making a little adjustment. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and then unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword dancing in his hands was like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again on the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Sorry, I kind of forgot about this part, and after what I told you guys with my dog, it's hitting a little harder. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into a slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power. He who has broken my bond. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. I love that one of the heads bonked into the shrine gate. It was like, that hurt. Ah. I'm all dizzy and snotty now. See, this is why you should respect sacred sites. Oh. So this is the minigame. Yeah. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Hello, beautiful. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such a calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. Those are just peaches. Those are just peaches. Those are just peaches. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Ōkami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. About right. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country
of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe?
Not doing that because she actually laughs. Also say hello to the little pervert.
Phew, what on earth? You again?
Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug?
Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun.
Wandering artist Isun.
I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush.
Still a hottie.
Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no?
Nah, real thing.
What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui.
Yeah, that's what you deserve. No.
Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Dunkomaru, against you.
Yeah.
What's that crowling sound? And why is it so dark anyway?
Oh, great God Amaterasu, I've used all the power I have to protect Kamichi Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakia girl sure did some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap.
In a woman's cleavage. All right.
Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. Left bumper changes your point of view. Boy, you really look helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Dedicated bark button.
Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Well, first thing I'm gonna do... Hold on, where... Oh, wait, different button? Yeah, it's the other one. Well, first, let's turn that minigame back off. Because, yeah, it's just the paw prints. There's no speed, huh? Okay. I was hoping there was a text speed, but apparently not. Wait. No. Let's change it to going light on the filter, because it feels like there's a slight blur. And I think that might be the filter's fault. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press X to bust them with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. So, for anyone that may be wondering, you see the outline, the black outline that's meant to help make it look like ink painting? There's actually an interesting way that they did that. So if you look closely, it's actually really pretty clearly visible on the bottom left of this rock. The way that they did this is they have the model and texture for the rock like normal, but then they have a second texture wrapped around it, with the exterior part having no texture and the interior part having a flat matte black texture. Now, when a model doesn't have a texture on one side, there's nothing for it to render, so you just see right through. Even if there's a texture on the other side, you can't see that texture on the other side. So it creates this effect. And you can kind of see that as I move the camera, you can see that it's disappearing and reappearing as the appropriate sides and whatnot become visible. It's honestly a brilliant way to do it. Whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press A to jump. Then press A again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. Yeah, the only potential problem... No, hold on. The only potential problem with doing it that way... There we go. Is that you basically now have two models that the game is having to render. There we go. Which, you know, isn't that big a deal when you have these fairly simple models that are only a few polygons. It gets a little more complex a little tougher on more complex things, which is in part why for things like these bushes, it's just a set of 2D textures with the proper stuff. But yeah, it's not really a huge deal. So, especially nowadays, and with everything that they did an amazing job getting something like this to run the way it did. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure.
You obtained Hollybone S, Amaterasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy.
Oop. Missed those. Uh-oh.
Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kinda long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique, but there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. But when the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13?
Stick with us, Isun.
Hey,
River of the Heavens.
the River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around us. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it?
Maybe. But Icy Hill, when you said lucky things in high places.
Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Eh? Ah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press right bumper to hold the brush, then X to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that.
So, funny thing, when I first played this game, I don't believe it actually showed Isun doing it. So myself and a lot of other people actually drew a star instead of just doing that. Also, yes, it's the 13 animals of the zodiac. Ah, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed, the heavens, and restore the dried riverbed to the heavens and renew the flow of stardust.
Whoa, that was Yomigami. They got a rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the River of the Heavens? That would mean you were as good of with a brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique?
Also, yes, this is my first time playing the game, so I'm going to be getting probably not all, but a good number of it. Yeah. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Let me show you why you're wrong. But, wow! A river of stardust. This really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Oh, gee, I wonder. There we go. Oop. You obtained Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then, when it's full, it can revive its owner, if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. There you are, big guy. Okay. You consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple fills Astral Pouch a little bit. Also, if we, like, say, run into something like that, we kind of bounce off of it. I kind of find it adorable. I forget, does that also... No, so that only applies during the headbutt, not during the actual sprint section. Okay. Also, I'd have to double check on which came out first, but I want to say that Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess took inspiration from Ōkami from this game for Link's combat. But I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I need to check and see the time frame. Although it did, Ōkami did originally come out on the Nintendo console at the time, so it could have been that they. So it could have technically been that they were in development together. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi, what's his name doing here? I don't know. Ooh, big pots. You consumed dumplings. Doughy balls made from grain. Fills Astral Pouch a little bit. Also, getting back to doing this and having to do the voices is good practice because I'm going to be getting back to my D&D group soon. And I haven't had much, if any, practice in the meantime doing voices. So, this is also good practice for me to prepare for that. Ooh, more dumplings. Or dongo, as they're appropriately called.
Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the River of Heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. I knew it. You can handle a brush. Now try again. Draw more carefully. And make sure you're right in front of the statue. Oh. There we go. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like mouse or shrew? Forget. I think it's mouse, because in the Zodiac it was mouse that came in after dragon. And yes, this mouse has a sword. Fighting mouse. Mighty Mouse. Well, well, well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi. It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Whoa! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Yeah, not so lucky me. Hey! It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Okay. Give me back control of my camera. Alright. So yeah, we can use the power slash for things like this, so we don't have to bash our head into all of them. And sometimes things are hidden underneath the boulders, but not in this particular case. You can see our ink on the top left. It's basically each use. Oh. What the? Where'd they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the X button to use its power against them. Look, Ōkami, once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. There we go.
You obtained ink bottle. Bottle full of ink. Fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. You obtained spirit globe small. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores a little solar energy. Time damage, yeah, because I did get hit. So you get money for doing this, and you can get bonus money depending on how well you do. Getting it done quickly, not getting hit, that kind of thing. You consumed cabbage. Thick and fibrous vegetable. Fills astral pouch a little bit. There we go. Lupine and Divine. Earn a cherry tree rank for each item in the combat thingy. Right, because technically we're not a dog, we're a wolf, but you know, wolves are just dogs that humans haven't made friends with yet. Also, for some reason, swimming in this makes the controller shake. I have no idea why that's the case. Here we go. I love these scenes. They're so good. This is another thing that makes me think that either Twilight Princess or this took inspiration, because you have something similar that happens when you restore an area. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakia came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. Oh, and with the new thing, we can also do the Zelda thing and cut the grass. If you find big pouches, it's usually worth it to do it, because you usually get some stuff out of it, but not right now. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Hold on. You're going this way. Oh. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Ōkami Village is supposed to be famous for its scenic beauty. I wonder what's going on down there. Yeah, so there isn't really fall damage. More quote-unquote statues. Are you nuts? What do you think you're doing? Trying to wake up the people. Are you nuts? What do you think you're doing? Okay. Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned to stone or something. Not again. It's not one of those smaller monsters that's lurking about. A roar like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here.
Yeah, I knew that was there.
No good. This one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on here. The village is back, but what's up with the dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look.
Okay. So in reality, that's all that needed to be done. Was find and examine 3 people. Then we're told to get to the high ground. Oh wait, that's Chopper.
Ah. Let's go back to the sacred deck we were on before.
Yeah, I'm going. Can't teleport. Not yet, at least. That's what I'm doing, you tick. Or flea, I guess.
This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not going to stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story.
Oh boy, wait till I show you. I'm the motherfucking sun god.
Well, what the? Huh. Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So it'd follow that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt the skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Ami, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal.
Uh-huh. Who are you? Village Elder Mr. Orange. A white wolf? Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Noggy? Couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shirandui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. I will bite you, old man. Right, I forgot. So, everything that makes us look like anything other than a white wolf, normal people can't see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts. More of these guys. What's this sudden chill down my spine?
Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into the village and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword Denkomaru.
And he gets to keep his orange. If I do that. If you cut him too soon, then they just pull themselves back together. But in having to do so, it does stun them for a short time. Ah, more beauty.
Whoa, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't ya? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land and its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you, but if you try real hard, your true power just might shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. That Mr. Orange you tossed around up on the sacred deck, looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Oh, anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball.
You obtained feed bag seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist.
Why, you little devil. Look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, wait. This is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck. Let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the enter button to open the fan menu. While the fan menu is open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure.
Right. Sun God does not agree with water. Oh. Feed the birdies. So yeah, if you have the pouches and you find animals, if it's the first time, you can feed them. You get a nice little cutscene, and you get some praise from them. So yeah, you can even get praise from the animals. You just gotta feed them. It's not a lot, but it does build up over time. Oh, great Shiranui. Oh no. Whoa.
Hey, don't. Show some respect to your elders.
He called me stupid. He's lucky it's just one headbutt. Oh, sorry.
Heavens above.
Wrong button.
Ah, I feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate. Look hard. You see? Right behind you now.
There we go. You obtained Demon Fang. Fang forged in demonic hatred. Beautiful and deadly. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw. The fighting went on for exactly 20 seconds.
Hi.
I've had just about enough of this. I don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or whatever, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with Wyatt makes me mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. Well, what a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sake Brewer Kushi.
Working in the fields again, are you?
Isun, are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting with you.
Wyami, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you, like this. You should talk to them 2 or 3 times. Being a god or no, you can usually tell when to talk, because there'll be a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. Might even be valuable information sometimes. Sometimes they may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Hey.
Susano is a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero, Nagi. And he loves his sake too. He often pops around to buy it.
Okay, so she doesn't have an extra triangle. What about you, kid?
Huh? A white wolf? Huh? A white wolf?
No.
Huh? A white wolf? That's just plain weird. Sure looks like a weak little bugger. Think you could beat my dog, Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field my mama tends to, you see? Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row. Even though my mama was chasing them around, trying to slug them. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa is fixing to get all 10. Think you can dig up all the tournaments in Mama's field? Don't forget you have to avoid being slugged by Mama. I'll admit you're a better canine if you can do it. Yak. She's gonna try and slug us. Not exactly my idea of a good time, Mommy. At least you have your celestial brush and wicked brushstroke.
You consumed turnip. Tuber with crisp texture. Fills astral pouch.
Nope. Ah! She got us. Okay, let's do this.
Also, since time pauses when we do this, we can use it to turn the camera. Need to move. Oh yeah, and when we run out of ink, we don't look like Amaterasu anymore. We look like Shiranui. Sorry, ma'am. Talk to your kid. He's the one that said that that other dog is better than us. Okay, let's get her all the way over here. Ah. There we go. Beat Hayabusa's turnip digging record. You offered oddly shaped turnip. Yeah, sure, oddly shaped.
Hey, that's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa I've been looking for. That means you've broken Hayabusa's record by digging up all 10 turnips. Gosh darn it. Fine, you're the better canine. Anyway, it actually feels good to have a new goal to aim for.
Nope, still can't talk to you. Okay. You obtained Exorcism Slip Small. Paper depicting holy incantation. Slightly damages nearby enemies. So yeah, there's tons of things we can use to make our time easier and whatnot. So she mentioned...
Sheesh, he's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susanoo. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy. And too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero.
So yeah, he's the one we found in the basement. Sorry, I was trying to move one-handed. I am the greatest. Cozy.
Whoa, looks like he ain't waking up anytime soon. He's out cold. If that didn't wake him up, nothing will. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do.
Can we? Yeah, he's infatuated with her.
Looks like an etching of that Kushi girl. I wonder if this guy actually trains at all. Eh.
Those are some big rocks. Eve, oh, this is weird. My mind really wants to shift this rock, but my body won't cooperate. It's like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not.
Okay, so these guys are actually really interesting as an enemy and kind of a good... Spank the monkey. And actually kind of a good show of special techniques. So, ow, that hurt. What you want to do is slice them, is do that, and then slice through their strings. Like this. There you go. Because that gets rid of their... So, I did it a little wrong. You're supposed to whack them. Actually, oh, right. We were protected from the damage. You're supposed to, like, hit them normally. And then when they block with their guitar, I forget what it's actually called, that's when you cut to destroy the strings, and then they can't use it to block anymore. You accumulated praise. Whoa, Ami. You suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm going to open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. So we can't increase the astral pouch, but that is a massive thing. We can also increase our money pouch, but that's also pretty big. Let's do this. There we go. And yeah, we don't have any more, so that gave us an extra ink pot. Well, is it all coming back to you or what? Huh. It's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. You better check in on that dude.
Sorry, I had to, Oh, I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. You went and blocked the only path out of here anyway. There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? So, you must know that guy Shushino. Can you get him to come here? They say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him.
That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Okay, also, we got a ton of this, so... Pop. Oh, right, I forgot trees. You consumed ginseng. Roots bursting with nutrients. Fills the astral pouch a little bit. You consume potato. Dry but satisfyingly flavorful. Fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed radish. Oh.
Pure white spherical vegetable.
Fills astral pouch a little bit. There we go. Also, yeah, we don't have anything to feed the animals, to feed the bunnies with, so we'll have to come back to them in a bit. Okay, man. Now we have to get you up.
What the? Huh? Ah, I feel so well rested. I planned to meditate on the ground, but fell fast asleep. Huh. Who are you? And what business do you have with Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever?
The great warrior, Susanoo.
Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now?
Ah, tail wag. Tail wag, tail wag.
Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a mangy mutt like you interrupt my meditation?
Get a load of this guy. All brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us.
Huh? You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug.
I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Ami. We're taking him with us.
What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. What will the neighbors think?
They'll think you're finally doing something.
I love that. I love the flailing. Also, I'll show you once we get outside, but first of all,
He just kind of cowers like that when you jump. Look at him fail. Look at him flail. He barely stays on you. Man's got some leg strength, though. Dang.
you mangy mutt. You brought me all the way here just to test yourself against me? Then prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blade. Toan Boku. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susanoo? Yep, none other than Susanoo, the greatest warrior who ever lived. By the way, never interrupt warriors engaging in battle. But I got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? What? Come on, please. I mean, you are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my abilities. Really? Great. Okay then. No time like the present. Go for it. Wait. A boulder of this size is not very easy even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return.
I wonder. I've never seen the guy train seriously. Ever. Any chance you're willing to sell me some stuff?
Can that guy really handle this? Oh well, I guess all I can do is wait here.
Yeah.
I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size? I don't care if I'm a legendary blood. If I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Oh no, I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow. It's no use. I can't even move. in my keister.
Hi. Oh, hello there. A bit of a problem, you know. I have to polish rice in the mill house before I can use it. But the mill's broken. Wicked monster broke it the other day. It's hopeless trying to make good sake without clean rice.
Wow, that's too bad.
I should never have let that monster try my new thunder brew. A broken mill and flattened crops, that's all the thanks I get.
Don't worry. Don't go giving monsters sake. That's bad enough. They're bad enough sober. Sheesh, what was he thinking? Anyway, I guess this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you could handle with your brush, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. That looks like a good angle. There we go.
What's this? The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? Completely given up on the idea of making my sake. But now I can go on with polishing the rice. No time like the present. I better get started.
There we go. Oh, nope. Ah. And here, we'll even help you with the harvest. You consumed rice balls. Balls of rice wrapped in seaweed. Fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed bale of rice. Bale of rice fastened with straw. Fills astral pouch. And just a bit more. There we go. There we go. Oh, thank you. Hey, such a good doggy. Hey, hold on. I want to talk. Oh,
You're interested in how to brew sake, are you, Snowy? Well, this thing here's for polishing the rice, you see.
honestly, pretty ingenious thing.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I've got something I think you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store. But I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy?
I'll take that. Here, you lush. Don't like feeding into alcoholic tendencies, but... Huh? Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kushi's famous homebrewed sake? You offered Vista of the Gods. Fido, my friend. Did you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Ah, good old sake. A man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin. I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. So, yeah, this is what we need to do. Feast your eyes on this. Susanoo style. Exploding implosion. I'm actually going to let him fail this one just so you guys can see, because I should have let him do that sooner. Nope. Yeah, that's it. The boulder's bound to crumble with such an impressive attack. I'll just have to try that one again.
Hey, Furball. Be a sport and help the guy out. Yeah.
Let me get mentally prepared here. Okay, here I come.
One. Two.
Feast your eyes on this Susanoo-style exploding implosion. You don't have to be exact, just so long as you do it before it fails, you know. Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, that looked like a metal boulder. Susanoo-style exploding implosion. You're lucky that boulders only exist when they're in full boulder size. That's amazing. You sliced that huge rock clean in half. You really are something.
Whoa, I didn't think you could do it, Pops.
Me? Either. I mean, of course I could. After all, I am Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say monsters? Oh, of course. No problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes, I shall rid these lands of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susanoo work his magic.
He shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Think he'll be okay. The monsters outside the village are nasty.
Ah, glorious Amaterasu.
Another peach.
What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleave the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witness to great art.
Yeah, so do we get a reward or something, lady?
I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug.
It's Isun! Isun! Stop calling me a bug! I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say that again.
My word.
Ah, relax, lady. Furball here's more comfy anyway.
Dang, I don't know. That sounded like a bad insult.
Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Ami. Put your paw up or something. Go on. Shake.
I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I can barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet,
We're sleeping.
the dark power grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time.
Ah, man, this is getting heavy.
Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. I have grown tired. Haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always.
Bah! I'm always itching for a good fight, but I don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Ami's a god and all, which could what could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world, and I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map.
First... Okay then, guess I better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been sent to do the shopping, pup.
Do some shopping? Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna get, let's say, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. Also, okay. There'll be other stuff we can do later. Rabbit seed plants. There we go. Like I said, it may not seem like a lot in the moment, but it does add up. Okay. Oh. Hi, Granny.
A white wolf. Now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you'd better be careful, dear. Lately, some monsters have been attacking the villagers.
Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranui Reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. Those monsters are history.
Well, if it isn't Isun, and riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose. Well, I'd better get back to my work. Here to listen to the ramblings of an old woman, are you? Well, I was doing the laundry, but when it was ready to dry, I noticed my drying pole was gone. Oh, whatever shall I do?
Well, there you go. All fixed.
A new drying pole? Oh my, where did that come from? The gods must have answered my prayers. How wonderful. Time to dry the laundry. Well, I'm glad I was able to hang the laundry, but the sun seems to be so far away these days. Maybe it isn't like all those monsters that are lurking about. If only it would shine closer, my laundry would dry in a second.
There we go.
My word, the sun had suddenly drawn so close. My laundry will be bone dry in no time. Where's my pole and now this? Will the miracles never cease? Maybe I ought to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too, Snowball. No one makes better cherry cakes. They're mouth-watering good.
And I can do... Oop. Oop. No, wait. So that is day. And if I do it again... No, just day. Okay. All right. Let's get out there. We've got only about 15 left. I want to get the next ability before I have to call the end of the session. So hopefully that won't be a problem. Shinzu Field. Huh? You probably know this already, Ami, but this here is Shinzu Field. The most beautiful field in Nippon. At least it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down left trigger. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. Okay, so first off, these scrolls are combat encounters. I mean, that's the first Guardian sapling on our map. It's supposed to be a place for travelers to rest and recuperate, but just look at it. It looks like it could fall over at any moment. This place is definitely cursed from the looks of it. Places where evil has taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as cursed zones, but I've never seen one this big. It's withered all the plant life in the area, even that big tree. It'd take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do that. That tree's an offshoot of Sakuya. Protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it. How the heck can we do that anyway? So, first off, these scrolls are random combat encounters. So as you can see, perfect on both gets us that. But the real reason why I came over here is because I wanted to show you. So if we enter... Holy cow, this is bad. It looked like your regular old curse zone from back there. But the evil here is far worse close up. It would curse a normal person in a flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your powers. So yeah, if we stay here, the longer we stay in a curse zone, the faster our ink disappears, and even our protection, the little like flame thingies. Ooh, so we got a monster fang. That's good. Monster fangs can be traded into certain people for good things. So that guy's in a curse zone. Well, you look at that, Ami. This guardian sapling's a wreck. So that's why Sakuya is hurting so bad. I bet the natural beauty would return if we revived that tree. But how can we possibly do something like that? You need a special power that can make a withered tree bloom. Well, that's why we're here. So yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Hit him a couple of times, and he breaks, and he blocks. Then you can cut that. Hit him a couple more times, and then block out. And then hit him good. What just happened? I was out here chopping wood and communing with nature as usual, when I heard a loud rumbling, like an earthquake from the lake. Then a huge gust of wind blew up out of nowhere. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. My art workshop is just across the stream there, but it up and vanished when this cursed zone appeared. The earth must be angry. All I want is to live with nature in peace. But now I can't. I noticed a figure running from the lake toward Kamiki. Whoever it was, man, I hope Mother Earth kept them safe. What's up, nature buddy? Curious about that cave? It's the entrance to a place called Hana Valley, the site of an amazing waterfall, but monsters have moved in now. There's a trippy crystal ball that makes plants grow enshrined there. You'd think gardeners would be flocking here for it. Actually, not long ago, that Susanoo guy went marching in there. It's weird. Normally, he runs away at the sight of monsters, and he hardly seems the type to try his hand at gardening. Anyway, it's bad karma, man. You could be attacked if you went in. That's bad water. All right. So yeah, that orb is what we need. It has it has a power in it that we need in order to fix things. Well, not fix things, but rejuvenate things. I think I'll wait. You obtained Traveler's Charm. Protect travelers from danger. Increases godhood by 1 level. Hi, everyone. Let's start off with this. And then for the guys blocking, we'll start off again. And you need a cut. There we go. Also, yeah, the more monsters that are in the area that you destroy, the higher the yen, because the bigger the value. Oh, it tried to restore, but... Huh? You got rid of the monsters, so why did the gods' power disappear? Guess the curse on the gods of these lands must be really strong. They can't intervene until we do something about the stagnant air. You obtained Feed Bag of Fish. Fresh fish, irresistible to animals who dine on fish. And yeah, those trees are going to try and hit us. Hey, check out that tree. It's moving. Better be careful on me. You see that? It just threw some fruit at us. Show it we mean business. Try to hit its fruit back at it. Draw one quick stroke to hit the fruit. You remember how, don't you? Look, you stunned it with its own fruit. Let's pass by this creepy old tree while we can. It's passing by just fine, man. always hated these guys. Thing is, enemies that hide underground are always going to be a pain in the keister for time. Oh. What's all that racket? Oh, it's you, Mutt. What are you doing here?
Tailwag.
Go home. I already told you I'm not looking for apprentices. Anyway, Hana Valley is no place for a mutt like you. Beyond this point lies my secret training ground. It's the perfect place to hide. I mean to train. Now scoot. Be off with you.
Fine.
What in heaven's name? How did that happen? Well, now I can go hide. Now I can go train.
What a strange place. Is this really the secret training ground Susanoo mentioned? Speaking of which, where'd Pops go anyway? Don't know, don't care. Oh, but we're missing something. Huh. I bet something will happen if we can just get this right. I know this room's hiding some kind of secret. Aha. What now?
You foul beast. How did you get in here?
Foul beast.
You have some nerve sneaking into my private training ground. Now you shall get a taste of my new secret technique.
Your foul beast looks like an ordinary sleeping bear to me, Pops.
Enough talk. My blade thirsts for battle. Here goes nothing. Susanoo style. Susanoo! Sa. No. Susanoo! Now for Susanoo style. Exploding implosion.
Poor bear. He looks so goofy.
That'll teach you, you foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique. It's still asleep. You sure you're right in the head? uh, Rest in peace, foul beast. The great warrior Susanoo condemns the offense, not the offender. Anyway, there are other monsters I must deal with. Right. Sheesh, he's still sleeping like, well, a bear. What a snore. Makes Susanoo sound like a kitten purring. Okay. So what we need to do is push this out this way. And up there. There we go. Whoa! Someone had a lot of time on their hands to think all this up. So that... what? So this was that sphere in that wall painting. I bet the sphere here is magic or something. Alright. Now we draw a sun in the sky. Sun shines down on that, which... pop! Hey, is that a guardian sapling? It's all withered like the others. Oh. What the? Who turned out the lights? Oh, it's another constellation on me. This one we gotta do 2 for. There and there. A bear. Oh no, monkey. Monkey.
Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigami, one of the triumvirate of flora gods known as the Hanagami. My brother and I have been entrusted with the brush techniques known collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely.
That was a Shikigami, one of the gods of flora. Apparently the bloom brush technique can make flowers blossom, simply by drawing a circle on a withered tree. Hey, maybe it'll make the withered guardian sapling blossoms too. Alright. Here we go. There we go. Proper beauty. Wow. Look at how everything grew back so quick. Sakuya wasn't kidding about the power of the guardian saplings. So this is what Hana Valley is supposed to look like. Seems Sakuya's guardian sapling has lifted the evil curse. I'm not sure how weak the gods have been recently, but it must have taken some wickedly strong power to suppress this. Magnificent guardian sapling. Even if you are Shiranui reborn, you might be up against more than you bargained for. Hey, Ami, what about that withered guardian sapling outside? I bet you could revive it like you did this one. And by bringing the guardian saplings back to life, we might be able to lift the curse there too. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Leap before you leap. Leap before you think. All right. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna grab that the first save point we see, and Pains my keister. No, you don't. Ow! At least that was close enough your own explosion hit you. You obtained Spirit Globe Medium. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores 1 unit of solar energy. I took some damage so we don't get the full thing. Here we go. Oh, and we got piggies. Hey, pigs. Pigs will eat just about anything. There we go. Pig. Okay. Why look at the little baby piggy eating? Oh, little baby piggy. All right. That creepy old tree just won't give up. I've got an idea, Ami. Maybe you could hit its fruit right back at it, and while it's stunned, you could use Bloom to rid it of its evil. There we go. Whoa, Ami, hold on. Hana Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? Use Power of Gloom to fill it in. Just fill it with your brush and Bloom will take care of it. Okay, so like this. Okay, so then actually like this. Okay, there we go. The scroll. You obtained green sprout tips. Travel tips. Green sprout. Using the green sprout technique, poke holes in the ground with dots. The ink becomes as a seed, and trees sprout forth, confounding foes. The life force this vegetation emits is the bane of evil. There was a scroll there too, eh? I mean, this looks like the travel guide. It's an ancient record of a pilgrim's travel across the land. If this were the real thing, it'd normally be worth a fortune, but with all the copies out there, you probably wouldn't get much for it. At any rate, if you ever want to read it, just go to the fan menu. It may sound rather preachy, but it should at least help you in your travels. Hey, tree. Hey, tree. No, throw. Now be good. All right.
I know it may seem like I'm kind of trying to rush this a little, and it is. It's partly because I am. Hold on. Fix you. Throw you back. Fix you. And actually, so we could go here and we... Okay, let's save up just a little bit more so we can get that extra ink pot. I wonder, can I... So there's that. I wonder, can I hit both of these at the same time if I get them close enough together? Nah, not both. Come on. There we go. Hi, guys. There we go. Quick and clean. Alright, so the save point is right up here. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next time we will go slightly back and save all of that and fix all of that up. There we go. Oh, okay. Nope, wrong button. All right, well. So, yeah, a lot of stuff happened to me in the last month or so. But I'm feeling better now, and we can get back to the actual, get back to the real deal. We can get back to streaming and get back to doing all of this. So, hopefully I'll be streaming a lot more. As always, if you guys want to know what days I'm going to be going live, because once again, my work is not giving me a set schedule. Well, they're giving me a schedule, but they're not giving me, what do you call it? They're not giving me anything that I can rely on. Like, they're not giving me a specific set of dates that are that I'm guaranteed work. So it's a little yeah, it's a little it's a little, gosh dang it, how to put it. It's a little random, I guess, is the best way. I know there's a better word for what I'm trying to say, but it's kind of the best I can do. And because of that, you know, I'm going to be releasing my schedule regularly on all of my social medias, Blue Sky, Twitter, and I want to say Threads. Yeah, Blue Sky, Twitter, and Threads. So as always, head over there. Username's the same, Red Game Master, and I will of course also be uploading these archives a week later onto the YouTube channel Red Stream Archive. Still have no idea what I'm supposed to do or how I'm supposed to do in editing any of these down for simpler ones because I can't find any tips online. They're like, yeah, you should probably do this or do this. And it's irritating. So I'm still probably not going to be editing these down, especially since I don't have the cash to actually pay anyone. And I'm not going to ask anyone to do this for free. Anyway, looks like this person is, yeah. Oh no, they're pretty far actually. So were they, so were they. This person's not too much farther ahead of us. At least it doesn't seem like it. Well, anyway, I'm going to be sending you guys over to Demon's Sekiro 666. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And as always, TTFN.